Good evening, Earthbound Super Series, and welcome in to the finals for Earthbound Super Series Ancient Cave 2025. Our two finalists on the winner's bracket side is Brooke. Coming out of the danger bracket is Sitake. I see a countdown, so we gotta get going. I'm Leslie Bro. I am joined by Pebble Possum. How you doing tonight?
I am fantastic. Welcome in, race fans. This should be a fantastic finals event. Sitake is the defending champion, but coming in from the lower bracket. So Brooke has the advantage. So this will definitely be a very interesting match. We also have a very challenging flag set for this first race. We asked both runners to pick some flags, and that we would combine them into a combined flag set, and they both picked some doozies. We have no Paula, and we have no items in presence or shops. So aka that item drop flag. And then we also
That's
have
the other detail right there.
So all enemies are also diamond sprites, which have the most annoying movement pattern of any enemy in Earthbound.
That first fight is, well, it's just a bag of fries, so nothing major. Sitake, what's he getting? Coil Snake. Now this has been how he's played this flag set, is he'll sit and grind Coil Snakes for a good 10-20 minutes. It's some good gear. Souvenir coin really good, by the way. Oh, boss list. A Robopump Stinky to start. Kraken, Shroom, and Starman Deluxe is your back end. Not easy in the slightest.
Yeah, at least there's no Dog or Nightmare, but those are not bosses you particularly want to see either.
Agreed.
Yeah, the way this item drop flag, the no shops flag works, for anyone who's familiar, is that the only real source of items is through enemy fights. You will get a random item from any enemy fight, but you can't auto-win. And this is going to be their only real source of items for the whole seed. So as you said, Sitake's strategy when this flag came up early in the tournament is to just grind coil snakes for a while, build up a good pool of items, and I'm curious to see if this all diamonds flag is going to kind of throw a wrench in that at all. Because you cannot get the item if you auto win. Nor can you red swirl. You can force a blue swirl, and that's kind of how Sitake's gotten away with it, is that he's been forcing blue swirls on snakes as they've been fleeing, but the movement pattern of these diamonds is going to make it a little more complicated. And Sitake finding the Tenda village, which is normally a very nice save spot to find later in the seed, because it's got a free respawn, a free restore, and full heal in the same spot as a save. But on floor 1, that's not super valuable. Another challenge is that it's not just to be difficult to get equipment for our runners with the item drop flag. It's also going to be difficult to find skip items to get to later floors faster.
No doubt about that, and we see Brooke picking up the snake bag there. This could be interesting because those snakes do have a chance of poisoning enemies. So I gotta say, a very chunky enemy that's like very resistant to PSI, such as freeze. You just use that and get damage over time.
It's definitely a last resort strat to use the snake bag, because it only does like 20 damage a turn, but it's guaranteed damage. If you don't have a better source because they're freeze resistant, you couldn't find bombs, etc., it does the job. And that snake bag vendor is not technically considered a shop because it's bought through dialogue instead of like a shop menu list. So that is like the one shop that still works. I think also like the fresh egg vendor in Tucson works as well.
There's also a ruler vendor in Tucson, worth noting.
Yeah, that
We
is worth
have
noting.
Jeff, but that's on the off chance of a no Jeff flag. As Sitake's picked up a big bottle rocket, helpful item to have.
Yep, that will certainly solve a difficult fight early. Oftentimes you encounter enemies that we call XP packs because scripted encounters like the pyramid hieroglyphs and so forth are not randomized. They're always there, and they can be kind of out of depth and a good source of experience early if you can kill them.
Yeah, that robo pump at the end of this floor would be another good place to use one because that thing attacks with some pretty nasty moves.
Oh, was there a floor 1 Robopump boss?
Yep.
Oh, that is nasty. Yeah, it has
Ooh,
mostly turn skips, but
see
it will start throwing bombs eventually. And it has
so that's its nasty move. Now the enraged fire plug is the other nasty one. Well, I mean, it's not technically a boss, but still it's nasty.
Yeah, I would if that happened to be a floor 1 boss, I would I would question why that's even allowed.
Yeah, I'd be saying, Lardna, what the bleep are you doing? Now, we did see a pencil eraser in the menu that Sitake claimed. So that's something that could come into play in a number of different locations, because there's 3 skips attributed to that.
One of the best skip items to find just because it works in so many places. Hamburgers would also be very good because there are 3 hamburger skips.
Brooke's in the hell room, worst room in the game.
Debatable, but it's certainly not a good one.
There are worse fights that you could have here, depending on what floor this shows up in.
I think sewers and underworld can be worse than this randomizer specifically, but this is not a fun room. It's very long. Keely. Yeah, these flags, they all showed up earlier this tournament, but they were like kind of on their own. They were not combined like this. So this is definitely a combination of some of the most impactful flags that you can have in this randomizer. And the runners chose them. I mean, the diamonds part did come from Aerofram. That was he really wanted to see some diamonds. But the runners chose no Polado shops.
Oh, legendary bat for Sitake. I think Sitake's a bit further ahead in the drop pool, but that is going to be incredible offense, including a holy fry pan. Excuse me. I have this bad luck of the phone ringing at the wrong time, apparently.
Yeah, those are 2 endgame weapons for Sitake, so that'll definitely make things easier as he progresses. He is not equipping them yet because he wants to avoid auto-winning on these snakes, so he's still sticking with his strategy of grinding out these snakes. And it seems to be working for him. Meanwhile, Brooke is exploring the floor. This has been a dead end, this Stonehenge room, which is unfortunate. To get all the way through this long hallway and then it's nothing. It's a lot of fights happening on both sides of the screen right now. Brooke getting that holy fry pan now. So yeah, she is a little behind on the item list. But she's also exploring the floor more. Oh, a Gaia beam for Sitake as well. So that is endgame weapons for all three kids. Actually, we don't have Paula, so the holy fry pan doesn't matter. I just realized. It is still a good chunk of change if they sold it, but there's not much use for money in this seed either. It will pay for like some hospital bills. Oh, Brooke finding a free skip. These free skips especially valuable since we don't have reliable sources of skip items. See if we can figure out where she is. It's going to be hard to figure out where she is without taking a fight because we have no items to go on and we can't tell what the enemies are. So she's probably going to look for a save, if I'm guessing, and then she'll take a fight. Yeah, basically impossible without him, man. So yeah, what we're looking for in this pool to help get through Gygus, we want pendants for sure to get the freeze resistance and the flash resistance. Those are two of the attacks that Gygus can do in his second and third phases. The other one is a thunder attack, so a Franklin badge would also be very helpful. You really want those to nullify his damage in the prayer phase especially. And then we also need a source of damage to get through the first two phases. Which these endgame weapons will help with, but they're still not super effective on Pokey generally because we don't really have the levels to break through his defense. I'm not sure if Leslie's having technical difficulties because he's chiming in chat and not on the comms here. Brooke finds a sanctuary boss. It is third from the backside, so that means she skipped to 4. Maybe Leslie had to take that call that he got. Maybe that was it. And Sitake has ordered a pizza. That's another skip item for the monkey caves. Should he find that skip. Not a bad idea to order that pizza since finding skip items is so hard with this flag. And Brooke finding more monkey cave rooms, not even asking the monkeys what they're looking for. Maybe she knows, or maybe she just figures it's not even worth asking because she doesn't have them. But yeah, some runners can actually recognize which monkey cave is has which monkeys just based on the geometry of the room, which is kind of nuts to me, honestly. Sitake moving some items around. He's got a super bomb. That'll come in handy later in the scene. Hand-Aid is a good source of healing for the Prey Kid. It also works on Pooh, which is nice. I should note who is the Prey Kid, actually. Oh, a Pharaoh's Curse. That's like an upgraded snake bag. That will basically poison guaranteed every time. Brooke is gonna dump some stuff in Escargot Express, which is interesting. Maybe she's trying to order a pizza? Because Escargot Express doesn't take that long. You usually don't see this reset strat with it. Yeah, she was trying to order a pizza. To have the same idea Sitake had. Dear Brant. It's like the opening of a letter. Dear Brant, these flags are too hard. Please roll in some easier ones. That's unusual. We got a cultist sprite on Brooke despite the diamonds flag. I'm not sure what's up with that. And it's actually a cultist.
Do I sound echoey?
You do to me.
Do I sound echoey to anyone else? I'm gonna wait for confirmation. Okay, it's just you, Pebble. I'm just gonna fill in while Leslie's doing whatever they're doing. I can answer the question you just had. Also, hi, it's me, Slug. So scripted enemies sometimes will show up as their actual sprites. It does the same thing with the mini barf in this flag set.
Okay, I don't think that was I don't think that was a scripted cultist though, because it's in Winnett, not in Tucson.
Right, but it's still the floor. Let's see if I can figure out why. I might be echoing.
Alrighty.
Oh, he's back. Okay, bye.
I see Brooke has picked up ye old pizza.
Mm-hmm. And Sitake getting a C pendant, which is vital for Gygus.
Yeah, that'll also be helpful against Kraken should Sitake's route go that way.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Kraken does have the fire attack.
Yep. Fire is definitely one of the worst things it can do.
Mm-hmm. It also has flash, and I'll protect against that. And Brooke getting through a monkey cave skip. Must have been the pizza or something else.
Yeah, it was the pizza that she ordered, and she is going on a... What? Too much money. Missed inputs will do that.
Getting moonsided, trying to take a nap. Yes is no, no is yes in Moonside.
Chat calling out that Sitake did get a Franklin badge. That'll help protect against thunder.
Yeah, between that and the C pendant, that's essentially complete protection for the latter two phases. Phase 1 is going to be a challenge when that happens because we normally rely on Paula's PSI shield to protect us from the rocket attacks, but we have no Paula tonight. So we'll probably see Brain Shock strats from Pooh, which is definitely less than ideal, but it does help.
I think Brooke went back into the Onett Gauntlet. Was that a backwards skip? I couldn't tell.
She must have figured it was. I didn't happen to notice what would have indicated that, but she definitely backed out of it. Gutsy bat for Sitake as well. Wow. So we have the top weapons for both Ness and Jeff. Gutsy bat is essentially reliable damage for Pokey and Gygus, because even though they have the high defense, the crits from the guts will break through that defense and it won't matter.
We're trying to get rid of the homesickness here. That makes sense.
Yeah, looks like this is really obnoxious. Just one of those things that
inadvertently.
yeah, just one of those things that randomly happens at the end of an aim encounter. Ness can become homesick, and then he just starts skipping turns. And you
I
have
think
to
it's
find
a
a phone to
less
cure it.
than. If I remember correctly, I think it's like a 2.7% chance.
It depends
Something
on
like
your,
that.
It depends on your level. It's like a 2 out of 128 at certain levels and a 3 out of 128 at others. It's weird.
I think they're both on 4 now, by the way.
Loam sickness?
Oh gosh, Tolmar, what? That was a good one.
I can't even with that one. Brooke now getting that Gaia beam. Really good damage for Jeff. Yeah, having these high-end weapons will be very nice since we're missing Paula's freeze. Definitely makes up for the lost DPS there. Sitake has moved on to floor 4 as well.
The question now becomes, what's the way out of this floor? This section for Brooke is new.
Now, looks like this is a long chaining floor. Sometimes you get a floor that like sucks to try to map out and find the end to.
Mm-hmm. And on those floors, one of two things happen. You either get the exit right away, or you run a wild goose chase.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen that happen plenty of times.
Yep, we've seen it happen on floor 9, which is sometimes decides races.
Well, here, Brooke finds the full heal. Fire Spring.
Homesickness. All right, we're gonna have to put a moratorium on the homesickness puns in chat. This is too much.
Our runners are definitely close to each other. In terms of proximity.
Yeah, I'm not sure which doors Brooke has like ruled out that Sitake hasn't yet, because she spent longer on this floor. But if they both go the same way, Sitake will have an item advantage and not have a time disadvantage.
Yep. Memories of that are there, Slug, along with the slime from Nickelodeon Studios.
I should not have said anything. I've only made the problem worse.
That just made it worse right there, Pebble. Let me just tell you that right now. That just made it a lot worse. With all these puns, I feel like Teddy has jumped into a wormhole and is in our chat. You know, Teddy from Persona 4, which, speaking of, if for those of you who saw the Xbox showcase earlier, or the PC showcase earlier, that is right. That is happening. Persona 4 Revival. I don't know when, but holy crap, I am hyped for it.
We have a backstage pass too, as well. That will be a skip item, possibly. Not sure when that dropped, but I see it in Brooke's inventory, which means Sitake has it as well, of course. So this item pool has been fairly generous, honestly, so far. Would like to see more pendants, but the 1C pendant is honestly enough if we get enough other sources of damage to make the Gygus phases faster.
Ooh, I just saw a rabbit's foot on Jeff. Brooke has found the way off of this floor 4.
Yeah, rabbit's foot will make bottle rockets more effective if we get those to drop. They can still whiff on Pokey though at the end, even with the foot.
Just in time, Doc. How you doing?
Store spook. Welcome in, Doc Swellman. Good to see an old community face here at the finals here. It's been a doozy of a race so far. I mean, a veteran of the community is what I meant to say.
Now, you're only as old as you feel.
A frequent former record holder for Vanilla Earthbound. When are you not being a gremlin slug? Alright, Sitake has also found the end of floor 4, so not too far from Brooke.
I think Sitake just got a star pendant.
Wow, that'll be let's see, he'll definitely inventory to it if he got. Yep, he's got a star pendant. So that's 2 pendants. And at 2 pendants, you're pretty much sitting pretty for Gygus, because then you have one for Prey Kid and you have one for your healer. I haven't looked to see if it's Jeff or Pooh who has Prey in this seed.
It's Pooh that has Prey. Brooke is on 5.
Pooh is definitely who you prefer to have Prey because he's pretty much self-sufficient. He can heal himself as well as Prey, and also put Brain Shock on Gygus. So it's really all you need in one package. But
yeah, this is definitely a flag combination where brain shocking the Devil's Machine is critical to survival. Sitake finding another skip. Where is this going? Tiny Ruby skip, by the way.
Okay, so that is something Brooke will have access to when she finds it.
Tango. 7 or 8, I think.
Yeah, I want to say 7 from here. But it could be 8. A secret herb, not the best heal, but you take what you can get with this flag.
For sure.
The best restore, the resurrection, I mean.
Whatever floor it is, it's the end of the floor, and it's 7.
Okay. So this will be the no wait, this is the shroom. Gets the solidify, which is you want to see that on the first turn against Shroom because he will mushroomize someone, and that is difficult to get rid of in Ancient Cave.
Except this time it sprays poison with its spores.
Yeah, he does that sometimes too, but the first round is always a Shroom. I think he has a completely scripted attack list.
Yeah, that tracks.
Another long hallway room for Sitake. This one's not super great to have to go through. but it's not quite as bad as some other Stonehenge rooms.
Right.
Looks empty of spawns though, which is kind of lucky.
Very lucky, because normally there's a lot of spawns in that hallway.
Oh, and here's a nice room to find, is the lab. This is another one of those rooms that has the full restore and heal, along with the save in the same room. And finding out on floor 8, well, I'll be surprised if he saves again, honestly. That's a good base of operations to work from.
It really is. The only way he saves again is if he finds Dalam on floor 9. Specifically the throne room.
Yeah, that would be the third room that has that combination. Actually, there is a fourth. The underworld is technically another room that has all those things together, but nobody wants to use the underworld for that because it's so slow.
Oh, yeah, it is literally slower than rush hour traffic in a major city.
Brooke has found a department store. We are not checking the shops because they don't have anything.
But Brooke has run into a roadblock in Minibarf.
Yeah, another one of those XP packs to talk about. Gains a couple of... She's already level 30, so it's not going to do too much for her at this point. Another gross hallway room, South Winnette on Brooke's side.
Speaking of gross, Pooh got diamondized on Sitake's side. This is a reason why a star pendant is so good, because you can't get paralyzed, you can't get diamondized. And speaking of paralyzed, Ness is paralyzed on Brooke's end.
Yeah, the star pendant protecting against paralysis is honestly huge. Normally you don't get the star pendant before you start encountering mooks, but thanks to the item drop seed, we do have one early. Sitake will be looking for a full heal somewhere, or at least a healer that can remove the diamond eyes.
True that. Now, with this flag set, the strategy of all enemies of no shops, normally you could steal the item with Spy, but the Spy character is not in the seed, as it ruled to Paula. So no Spy means we actually have to win the fight to get the item.
Yeah, that is kind of an unfortunate confluence of the flags here. These flags actually have a lot of interesting interactions with each other that I'm seeing as this seed plays out. Speaking of Underworld, Brooke is now in the Underworld. God, that is so many diamond sprites. It's making this room even slower.
Yeah, you could feel the processor of the game chugging.
And Sitake has found the end of floor 8, so he will be moving on to 9.
Just has to beat an enemy.
As long as he gets through Starman Deluxe here, which is not a given. Starman Deluxe is kind of a nasty enemy.
Even with all this offense, they could just decide you're dead with Starstorm.
And we don't have Paula's PSI shield to deflect it. He's going to use his rockets.
Also a super bomb I saw. And a smash! Sitake's through.
Yeah, that was pretty clean. Did some high damage early and never gave it a shot. So definitely advantage Sitake now as he is on floor 9, has good items. Brooke needs to find a skip to get forward and catch up. However, Brooke is coming in from the winner's bracket. So while Brooke only would need 1 win to clinch these finals, to clinch the title, Sitake needs 2. And I think it was actually Brooke who sent Sitake to the lower bracket in the first place earlier in this tournament. Sitake's struggling with the Devil's Corner.
Yeah, the Devil's Corner said no.
Yeah, just choosing to take the robot fight rather than deal with it.
Here's one of the pencil eraser spots that was referenced earlier.
Yeah, Brooke has backtracked through the South 1-net room, so she's definitely struggling with this floor, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it tells me this direction was just a big old dead end.
Yeah, you hate to see a long hallway with a bunch of these slow rooms that ends in a complete dead end. Excuse me. And now Foresight as well, which is one of the so-called hub rooms based on just how many doors it has, which means there's a lot of doors to check. Brooke now getting that C pennant. Oh no!
You hate to see that.
Because Ness's paralyzed muscle memory caused her to drop the pendant. She just hard resets after that. You can't blame her because she can't count on getting another pendant.
Mm-hmm. Truth.
And when a kid is dead or paralyzed, the use option disappears from the item menu. And so when you hit down A, which is your muscle memory to give it to another kid, you drop it instead. It's a classic way to lose vanilla runs when you drop the rabbit's foot.
Yeah, your next best thing for speed increase past the rabbit's foot would be the crystal charm, and that only is a 15 speed increase.
Yeah, versus the 40 from the foot. It's not even close. So Brooke has used her knowledge at least to get back to Foresight right away and start checking doors. So that reset wasn't a complete loss of progress because she was just checking doors anyway.
And I think Brooke just hit a photo trigger.
Yep.
Yep.
One of the few photo triggers that's still left in Ancient Cave. I'm not sure it's there all the time either. I'm not sure what triggers it.
Good question, but this Foresight has jokes because that's 2 sets of doors on Foresight that loop to each other.
Meanwhile, Sitake finding a hub of his own in Summers and also the desert. Having to explore these rooms might give Brooke a little chance to catch up. She's got the pencil eraser skip.
That could be something. Let's see. Unknown. Oh, it's 9! It is 9! Brooke is on 9. We got a race, folks.
This has become a race again. Yep, this is she is caught up. Happy to see that Hitman confirm she's on 9. Sitake still has the item advantage, but Brooke definitely has enough with that C pendant if she reset, but she'll get it soon. She knows it. She has to be careful not to run away from any fights and miss the C pendant. Because that is how item drop works, is that when you enter a fight where the item drop is possible, if you do not end the fight with getting an item either through dying or running away, that item is gone for good. Oh, Sitake has found Gygus at 40 minutes into the seed. He's going to drop the mouse, and he's going for it. He's got the pendants. He's got the Franklin badge. We'll see if he has the damage. Meanwhile, Sitake is struggling against some of these Fire Spring enemies.
This is a particularly nasty enemy, too.
Looks like she's going for prey strats, hoping for a Rainbow Light, maybe?
Yeah.
Nah, maybe just taking a death at this point. Oof. She's gonna reset just because she doesn't want a chance that was the sea pendant fight.
Can't blame her.
The Gaunt Coward and the Titanic Worm on Sitake's side. We have an Alpha turn 1. So Brain Shock will help, but if Gygus Brain Shocks, or if Gygus Rockins himself, it is going to reflect and still hit a kid. So it's not a perfect solution by any means, but at least it gets in some extra damage on Pokey.
Assuming Rockin doesn't fail on Pokey.
That's true. It is a fairly high miss chance on Pokey because he's so fast. Yep, Gygus baiting himself. Freeze is working on this Pokey, so he probably has the damage for this phase as long as he doesn't get a catastrophic string of Rockin' Betas.
That time Rockin failed on the Devil's Machine.
Yeah, you love to see that. Then you don't even get the reflect. Yeah, 2 in a row.
Twice in a row.
Yeah, Gygus, just as fast as Pokey, if not faster. I'm not sure exactly what his speed is, because it's so high it doesn't matter.
Oh, that beta did such a big chunk of damage, but Sitake's out of phase 1.
Let's see. I'm not sure how much his HP is going to roll down to as phase 2 starts. Oh, did gut save on Jeff. So all kids are still alive. Alright, it's gonna be just Pooh. He is self-sufficient. He can't really die with the equipment he has with the Franken badge and the Sea Pendant. The only thing would be if he runs out of PP to do damage with. Then he basically has to rely on the Franklin badge. Yeah, he's going to use a revive to get Nets back in the fight.
He doesn't have a choice because this phase 2 is freeze resistant.
I mean, he could just sit and wait for the Franklin badge to do it, but you don't want to do that in a race, where you don't know how far along your opponent is. You could also rely on snake strats, but again, slow. Yeah, Ness must not have gotten one of the pendants that he found. Must be on Jeff instead.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right, he's through.
But when Jeff got into phase 2 at 1 HP, it didn't matter.
Yeah. So we are in the prey phase, and it would be very difficult for sitake to lose at this point. Pooh is so well protected. Which means we will be going to round 2. So don't walk away, because we have another race coming. This does not decide the tournament. That's right, more cave action. Having an insignificant item drop from the item drop flag just feels like an insult, honestly.
Yeah, that's kind of stinky.
That's what all the shops are replaced with. So you have an endless source of those already. Not that they even do anything. Two more prayers.
Oh, this is gross. The desert has cave of the past enemies. Now that's just disgusting.
Yeah, there's so many spawn plates in this desert. To see these enemies on it is really nasty.
That's it.
That's it.
GG's in chat for sitake, who has forced a bracket reset with an official time of 48 minutes, 11 seconds. Brooke sees the news and decides to immediately call it.
Yeah, cannot blame her for mercy killing this. Besides, we got another race to get to. So we are moving on to what will be the last and deciding race of the tournament. Whoever wins this next race will be the champion. Sitake will either get it for 2 years in a row, which I don't think has ever happened, or Brooke will be the new champion.
Yeah, what I can say before we head to break is that I can confirm we have yet to have a repeat champion. Is it about to happen? Or is Brooke going to say, not so fast? Stay tuned for the answer.
Yep, and we are having a flag change for the new race. We've had these tough flags so far, and for the absolute last race of the tournament, we are going completely vanilla. There will be no challenge flags in the final race. It'll just come down to Normal ancient cave skill. All right, race fans, welcome back from the break. We are here with the final race of the tournament. Both runners now on even footing. Whoever takes this will be the champion of Earthbound Super Series Ancient Cave 2025. Attack Slug, tournament organizer, now also joining me on commentary. Say hi, Slug.
Hi, I'm here. We fixed the echo problem.
Yep, it was purely on my end.
And I'm really excited.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
I mean, that first, we really let them have it with that first flag set. There's no lying in that. So now it's just like vanilla, basics. Who is the better Ancient Cave player, right? Like,
honestly,
who can
Sitake
do
put in
it?
a very impressive time, considering what we put our runners through.
Seriously, yeah. So, like, who's gonna be the top champ? Who is the champion? Who has what it takes to be the Ancient Cave champion of champions? Who could it
Sitake
be?
is defending the title from last year. But Brooke, also a very skilled runner, being the one who sent Sitake to the lower bracket in the first place this year.
Oh, yeah. No. These are both, they're in the finals for a reason, right? To no one's surprise.
Yeah, this, I don't think anyone is surprised that these two runners are in the finals.
Did anyone even, oh, they did choose the outcome. Okay. All right, it was Sitake. All right. Prediction is complete. We should do like a fun prediction for this one. What do you think? Any suggestions?
Dog seat or not?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. The not gremlin. Hi, it's me, your neighborhood attack slug who is not a gremlin.
Alright, Sitake finding a robot that's going to fight early. This is one of those XP packs. This will get him a lot of levels if he can win the fight. It is sometimes freeze resistant, but not today. Also using the BBR to finish the fight, just in case. So that is a good use of just starting BBR to get these levels, but that does mean he does not have it for later.
What's up, Chaz? We have the dev of Ancient Cave in the chat, the one and only. Welcome in.
Everyone thank Chaz for this wonderful randomizer that we're racing tonight.
So we just saw Brooke kind of walk past that gift, going from no gifts where you were depending on fighting enemies for all your drops, and now you're going straight back into vanilla. I know I would definitely be walking past gifts for a second and then being like, oh shoot, oh yeah, okay, I have to pick up gifts again,
Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult gear shift. Mentally. I also like that Brooke's using Delta Rune sprites.
Oh yeah, that's cute. She always chooses good sprites. I saw she had what?
I hope everyone enjoyed Deltarune this week. We'll try to avoid spoilery memes and comms.
Oh, I haven't played it, so you won't get any of that from me. But she did
Fair
a round party, and I really love doing round party as well. Like Kirby and Lolo.
Yeah, I like all her sprite sets. Random sprites on Sitake's side, it looks like. That's fine
Yeah.
too.
Right, yeah. Sometimes you're just like, you know what, whatever. Also, green swirls don't matter anymore. We can just run away if we want to. Right. First boss. Dumb trooper. A-cab. The cave
Social
knows.
commentary generated by RNG.
You'll love to see it.
A KC bat for Sitake, actually kind of useful.
Yeah, I kind of like it too.
If you get in a tough fight, it whiffs so much, but I mean, it beats hitting for one if that's your other option.
For sure, definitely. So right now they're pretty neck and neck. They both found the first, shining spot pretty quickly. They're both on floor 2, pretty much in the exact same spot.
Yeah, no real surprises so far. Wet towel for Brooke, that is a skip item.
And a DX, but
Sake's
we
gonna
have
buy
money?
it as well.
Oh, there is money. Whoa, Sitake has $1,000?
Yeah,
Where did
because
he get all
he
that
fought the
money?
robot.
You know, I look away for 2 seconds, and I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, Sitake's got some levels on Brooke right now.
Okay. Gotcha.
But he did also use his BBR.
Oh, okay. That's how I remember hearing you say that to get through the robot. Okay. All right, I'm caught up.
And it's Moonside.
Oh, and there was an enemy that phased in. Okay. All right. Thank you, chat. Thanks, chat. W's in chat.
Yeah, you do see some sprites bleed in sometimes because you can have the floors are not organized by rooms. They're organized by what we call clusters, which is basically sets of doors that you can walk to from each other. And in rooms like, say, Fire Spring, you get multiple clusters in the same room. And sometimes spawn plates, they can bleed enemies over from one cluster to another.
Yeah, it can happen in Lumine Hall rooms as well. They'll be like on top of the cliffs.
Yeah, for sure.
Ratty
7.
Ratty.
That's a good name.
Yeah. It makes you wonder what happened to Ratties 1 through 6.
We don't talk about Ratties 1 through 6.
Okay, got it. My bad. So, I mean, sometimes I feel like Moonside can be an actually pretty dope, like, room to be in on a higher floor, because there can be good items. There's quite a few gift boxes in here, but on floor 2 is kind of like, they're probably looking for skip items, maybe something like, you know, super special, like a Franklin badge or pencil eraser, some sort of, you know, key item drop, signed banana, maybe a little banana.
Worth scooping up these item boxes for those skip items for sure. Late Moonside can be kind of tricky though, because you usually get a lot of spawn plates over by that cafe door.
Yeah, they're gross. Yeah, we're getting burgers.
Banana.
Anything good? Not real. Ooh, a picnic lunch.
Really. Picnic lunch.
Picnic.
That is another skip item.
Picnic basket. What would you put in your picnic lunch?
I don't know. Probably sandwiches.
Okay.
Maybe like some salads.
Okay.
I think those travel okay.
Okay. Like a pasta salad or greens?
Green salad. Actually, what I recently made like a crab salad lately, and that was pretty good.
That sounds
I don't know
good.
if I'd want to like put it in like an unrefrigerated basket though.
Yeah. Would it even have a slice of your favorite cake?
It could.
Well, Pooh goes down on Brooke's side, but she is going to get the experience. Who has prey? I haven't looked yet.
I haven't made a note of it yet. I should have. I always forget to make a note of it until it matters.
Right.
Meanwhile, Sitake is in the mines. A very long branching room, but at least it comes with an exit mouse in the middle.
Yeah. A replenish.
Also, all these bowls for XP.
Yeah, for sure. Floor 2, I mean, you're going to be getting some pretty good experience. Paula and Pooh both have freeze beta, so the moles should go down pretty easily.
I think Paula had prey, if I saw that correctly. Yes, she does.
Oh yeah, weak. Sad. These don't care names. Sad.
Yeah, that is. You don't want your prey kid to be weak. Yeah, vanilla kid skills with prey, spy, and mirror.
Truly vanilla.
Yeah, it is a vanilla seed. That's not part of the vanilla flag sets, but it's still vanilla. Brooke also in the mines now. Been a very neck and neck race on
Yeah.
both sides. No real divergence so far.
I would definitely want some payback from that previous seed if I was Brooke. Like, I'm not gonna let the cave get me, not this easily. But maybe that's just
both
me.
runners coming in on even footing now, but there is maybe a psychological element for Sitake taking the first race.
Yeah, I mean, also I would be like kind of tilted from that seed, you know, like you just got to be able to dust your shoulders off and be like, okay, let's reset, let's go back in. But they're both taking the same approach.
Rude third mole.
Like, let's fight moles. Okay, we got a jar of fly honey.
Okay, that is a skip item if you find Master Belch.
Yeah, still gotta fight him, but, you know, pretty easy.
And the source of the one weird skip where if you beat Master Belch and then that ladder gets longer in Saturn Valley, that is a skip that does not obey the normal skip rules. It can go straight from 1 to 9.
In this case, it would take us to 2, but that is a very good point you make.
Oh, did we find both ends of it already?
Yeah, Brooke found it. She went into the hot spring.
Okay, but like you can go the back way too. Like, do we know what the
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Yep. No, it still applies. Get some money.
Stacky finding a pop gun for Jeff. These early weapons for Jeff and Paula actually still pretty good. They're like plus 10 offense. Way better than the cracked bat. More important than the cracked bat for sure.
Yeah, and better than just, you know, not having a weapon in general. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like, Ness could get away with it even though he starts with a cracked bat. But Paul and Jeff really can't.
Yeah, there was a wet towel. I think they already bought a wet towel, but that is a good pickup.
Yeah, they did find wet towels. I think it was in the Tucson department store.
So now we just have to figure out which room takes us out of the mines and into progression.
Brooke taking a shroom fight, which is kind of risky in my opinion.
Yeah, it is. You mentioned it in the last seed where like getting mushroomized is very risky. I mean, I've spent an entire floor mushroomized and I was about to like throw my controller across the room.
Yeah.
And I'm not really a rage quit kind of person, but it was like, I suppose going to die.
Yeah. We have a car painter room. That's essentially dead end. I suppose if you're like confident in like your ability to rotate the controller when it happens, like it's not too debilitating, but I mean it's still confusion chance so during combat.
Annoying, yeah.
Yeah, and it can also just turn on you in like really inopportune moments, make you take fights that you wouldn't otherwise.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of slugs. Okay, so Brooke going down. This might be progression.
Sitake is found inside of Dungeon Man.
Yeah, so both divergence. Now
yeah,
I would
finally
think
see some right divergence. Both have
yes, but
doors to explore here.
Yeah, Dungeon Man, lots more doors versus Brick Road. Oh, they didn't even check. Oh, they're going back. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Nightmare.
Ooh, Starman Jr. at the end of this floor. Nightmare on 4.
No dog.
Deluxe
no dog.
And Electro Spectre to wrap up the seat. This is about as nasty a boss list as it gets without a dog, though. Honestly,
it's pretty gross. I'm sorry. Almost got the second proto skip.
Nice green on Sitake. Confident taking that against the shrooms.
What was it? It was like
XP pack for Brooke with the hieroglyph.
Rat, Starman.
Yeah, there was a Nightmare on 4. I think that's the
Spectre.
earliest I've ever seen Nightmare. And Starman Jr. on the floor they're on, so they definitely want to find skips now. Or at least Brooke wants to find a skip now. Sitake doesn't know.
Mhm.
And Sitake has also used his BBR, so
Ooh.
that could be a very unpleasant surprise at the end of this floor for him.
Brooke gets a pencil eraser, which very nice item there.
Yep, we mentioned that in the last seed. There's one of the skip items that works in 3 different places, and it's not even used up, so you can use it in all 3 places if they all happen to line up in the same seed. Mediocre shop for Sitake.
I'm gonna buy a couple of eggs.
Okay, we're doing some egg strats.
Okay.
Only 1 egg will hatch at a time, so if you stock up on eggs like this, you can carry a fresh egg for a long wait until you find the skip, maybe.
Man, we're back in Lost Underworld. Oof.
Oof.
Painful memories of this room.
At least it's not full of diamonds this time.
Yeah, for real. Alright. Is this gonna be... What is it? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
It's a dead end. You hate to see it. Resetting.
Twice in a row, Brooke gets just pummeled by Lost Underworld.
Not even walking back through.
Add an exit to the far side. Where would it go, Chaz?
I guess it would go like probably to the end of Lumine.
As far away as
it would go
possible.
to Lumine.
This is Junior, yeah?
This is Junior. Sitake's taking the fight against Junior.
Starman Junior.
Putting up the PSI shield, which is gonna. It's only an alpha though, so it's not gonna protect everybody. But we're on shield strats.
Where's Buzz when you need him?
Oh, gets through.
Well,
I guess he had a decent enough weapon.
we're gonna move on to floor 3 here.
Brooke now also finding the Dungeon Man, so not too far behind Sitake.
Yeah, but what an unfortunate dead end. Ugh.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have PTSD from...
Oh, Brooke now finding this. I guess it was Sitake found the list
Sitake
earlier. I
did.
forgot.
Mhm.
It happened and then I forgot immediately who found it. But now both runners know. Brooke also green swirling this mushroom skillfully.
Taking that underworld room is just such a gamble because it can be a dead end like that.
Yeah, it could be worth it just to check all your other doors first before you commit to it. Sitake finding the tiny ruby skip.
Going back to 3 though.
Yeah, must not have been worthwhile.
Well, no, I mean I don't think we've heard that music, but I don't know. Here's another skip.
Another skip. It's Juanette. Got some
snakes.
Not sure if this is a. This looks like maybe
I would say
4 or
like
5.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Yeah, these are Mole Cave enemies. Meanwhile, Brooke gonna kill that Starman now, hopefully. Bashing it out. She's got the damage.
Easy.
Yeah, Junior is terrible to find on floor 1, but on floor 2 you have a pretty good chance of finding some damage to kill it.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe 5. 5, 6? I don't know. These are pink cloud enemies.
One thing's for sure that Leslie points out, he will not have to face that nightmare that was on 4. The feckin' zap. Wait, this thunder is kind of giving him the business, though.
Yeah. Oof.
Losing 3 kids to it.
What's a cop doing in Pink Cloud? Keep cops out of Pink Cloud.
No cops at Pink Cloud.
Yeah, no cops at Pink Cloud. It gets through a little worse for the wear, though.
Yeah, definitely looking for one of these full heals. Now, there's lots of doors to check here.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully he finds one.
Just gonna dip out. Oh, Lord. There is just a smattering of enemies. What the heck kind of floor is this?
Just runs the gamut, too. We've got some
There's like
Winter's
everything.
enemies.
I'll just pay to go back to where I was. Just get me out of here.
He's like, heck this seed. I'll take my chances with Nightmare. Okay, just to the remembering that there was a hospital here. I suppose.
Okay, gotcha.
I guess he'll probably go back through now.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's going for
yeah.
it.
Okay. Right,
Yeah,
you can't afford to.
You can't afford to chicken out on those skips at this level of play.
It just totally looked like he was noping out of there. Now we could
Like,
get...
I mean, it would. I would be thinking about it at least.
Yeah.
In his shoes.
A coin of silence. Tell us, Coin Master, what floor do you think that would be on?
That it is like the third worst coin. Like it's I don't know. I think we're on 5, honestly.
Okay.
Oh, Rabbit's Foot. Rabbit's Foot kind of can also appear anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think I would base my floor off of the Rabbit's Foot.
But definitely a nice find if we get rockets. That'll definitely help with some of these tougher bosses that we have later in the seed.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I certainly want to have one for Starman.
Okay. Alright.
Brooke also taking the same skip.
The question mark.
So, routes have converged.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just who can find the correct door that progresses from Lynette first.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be checking the gifts for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Getting Paula geared up. Was a nice jump in defense there.
Yeah, even the weaker coins are a pretty substantial amount of defense.
Mm-hmm. And when you have nothing else,
you should consider. I guess you should consider the hats to be part of the coin pool, even though they're hats and not coins. They're both defense items equipable by anybody.
That's true.
Oh, Sake's found the end. We'll see what floor this is. 7.
Did that say 7?
Wow,
what?
That said 7. That's deeper than I thought. We have Starman Deluxe. Sake not super prepared for it.
Yeah.
Probably a little caught off guard by it.
Maybe.
We do have PSI Shield Sigma.
Oh no.
Oh, there's a Starstorm.
Oh no.
Oof. That is a wipe if he can't heal.
We do have a pizza, but I don't know if it's gonna happen in time.
And he thundered too, so that's gonna be extra animation time.
Oh yeah, that's oh boy.
Paula gut saved.
Oh, ouch. Yeah.
Oh. And it reflected. Yeah.
Brooke also fighting for her life against the floppy gloppies.
Yeah, these can be
Ooh, rough
kind of nasty
one.
when you don't have the levels yet. They help you get the levels if you survive,
Yeah,
but you
rough.
gotta survive. Doing prey strats. Looking for peepees. Imagine she's got the peepees. Ooh, we have a flash.
Oh boy. Oh, we got a little bit of PP.
She's got enough PP for fire. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
fire and
why she's on prey strats right now.
rockin'.
Oh, she rainbow lights the
revive!
fight.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm not sure that that's what she wanted because now these
It
faucets are
revives
back to life.
everything. Yeah. Oh man, I've had that happen to me with the piles of puke. It's the worst. Oh man,
Were they
Sitake
fire
in a
resistant? Maybe.
bad way. Oof. This is the part of Ancient Cave that is like so rough. I would just run away if I was Brooke. Just get out of there,
taking
girl.
a death.
Yeah.
This cave
Stuck in a death loop right now.
It's funny that our vanilla seed is being meaner to both our runners now than the super
Yeah.
super ridiculous flags we had last time.
Yeah, then the one with like diamonds, no shops, no Paula. Like, oh jeez.
Yeah, I guess fire wasn't working because we're on thunder.
Yeah.
I mean, Paula is also out of PP now.
Man.
We're on thunder for damage. When you're using thunder for damage, you know you're kind of on the ropes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just run away. Maybe
think she
she's
wants that
thinking
XP.
like, I've fought this long.
Like a kind of a sunk cost kind of thing.
Maybe being stubborn. I'm not sure. Okay, this is good for Sitake. Definitely needed this. Okay, they're running out of psychic points. Oh, here we go again.
Runs away finally, but at least she has all her kids. Gets a Saporma from the item box.
Oh my god. Let it send its ode throughout Eagle Land. Please. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but golly.
Brooke possibly rattled from the time loss that fight represents now. Oh, getting a mook. And there's no PP to hypnotize it now.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Going back to 7.
Yeah, when you have a race against a tough opponent and you're bleeding time, you just get in. It's hard not to get in a difficult headspace because you don't know if your opponent is struggling as much as you are. And that's a wipe. Diamond wipe.
Diamondized.
Oof. Brooke had a save in the Tenda village, so that's a full restore for her easy. I'm not sure what floor this was on.
I think it was 1.
It might. That sounds kind of right.
Yeah.
That means it's a long walk back, but we'll see if she remembers the path.
Well, she might have had an exit mouse set in the mines, and then she could do that.
That is valid. That it would be a valid strat to keep a save like this way up on a lower floor.
Yeah.
And then just use mice to get back.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, she's gonna use her mouse.
Yeah. Yep.
That's just remembering where the walk was from the cave.
It was the...
She does have to go to the right side of the cave.
Yeah, the right and then up. Because down went to Brick Road. And then Underworld, and that was the dead end.
The Underworld hallway.
Yeah, the second Underworld dead end.
Saki finding a shop with secret herbs, but does not buy any.
Maybe no money? Oh god, get out of that room.
Oh yeah, we got spirits. These are nasty enemies to fight. They can flash. Oh, they're not actual spirits. They're
it's
enemies.
Tengu and Lips. Tengu's not that hard to deal with.
No, the lips are a little annoying,
Yeah, they can
The
poison.
poison. but these are not super tough enemies.
Ooh, taking a risk here. And pays off.
Yeah, Brooke, green swirling a shroom. Just... Yeah, this is looking familiar. I think she remembers the path pretty well.
Yeah.
Thankfully for her. Yeah, it's difficult to, like, be actively playing this game and then also, like, holding a section of your memory aside for how to get back to where you are.
Right? And then sometimes I feel like if you get stuck in a death loop and you die too many times, then you've died so many, you're like, where do I even go? You forget where to go.
Yeah, by the time you reestablish,
Yeah.
you've spent so much mental effort, you no longer remember what the path is.
Okay.
Alright, she's back in Onett. Setting her mouse in Onett now.
Now, Sitake did find the end of this floor within Onett, right?
I'm...
Because he found Deluxe.
Oh yeah, he did find Deluxe, yeah. So... And he wiped.
Yeah.
So he's looking for a source of damage against that.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe just like some levels, you know?
Pixie's bracelet for Brooke. Good defense.
Yeah.
Defense is not what we need.
I'll still take it, though.
Fight ahead.
I'll still take it.
Take it for sure. Usually you find these bracelets actually earlier than floor 7, the better ones, because they don't sell for as much. And when you get deep in the cave, defense matters little enough that you would actually rather sell those off. The tropical lover is the lips enemy.
Ew. No, thank you. Okay, I think
you don't want a tropical lover?
I mean, well, I didn't say that. Don't mistake my ew. I think this is where Sitake went to find where the path Brooke is on. I think this is where Sitake might have found Starman.
Finding a regular bazooka, which is reliable damage, it's not a lot of damage.
Right.
Like, I would not want to be using that in a 10-round fight against Starman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe he's grinding money for the house, Oxwa suggests.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Belch base is kind of a gross room.
Yeah, Brooke also picking up the bazooka. Yeah, I think this is the way to Starman, but I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like I slightly remember it.
Yeah, this is the path Sitake took to get to Starman. So maybe we're gonna try Rabbit Foot on Paula to get the shield up in time.
Okay, smart move.
As Leslie suggests.
Yeah.
Starman comes with his own shield, so you still have double reflect issues.
Yeah,
though.
you have to do thunder to get rid of it. So Brooke was on the right path, but she didn't, like, continue going. A couple of stores
Which door
here.
was the right one forward?
It's the bakery. And she went in, and then she was in the Fire Springs room, and then turned around.
Ooh, the carefree bomb.
Definitely.
She's gonna fight it.
She got a green on that. I would have been running away.
I think he's only 50% paralyzed, but yeah, gets it. Now
Right.
she can auto fight it.
Round 2.
That's Take, round 2. We're gonna. I see a flash on a flash output.
Yeah,
by,
he did that last time as well. Okay, we got the shield. Nice. Oh, and this time doesn't even use Starstorm. Are we hoping for a light? Like an instant kill here?
Not on a flash alpha. It doesn't have a chance
Yeah.
to. It's only on beta and higher.
Maybe trying to get him to feel strange so he Starstorms
you know what?
himself?
I think that's the strategy for
Okay.
dropping the shield. Flash doesn't do damage, so it won't reflect damage when you. But Nest is now feeling strange, so he's not using another flash. He doesn't want to flash the whole party.
Doesn't want to flash the whole part.
You know what I mean.
I know. Crazy being!
So we're getting some damage in now with these
Yeah.
freezes. Starman Deluxe, not usually too tanky, comes with about 1400 HP in vanilla. Can roll higher or lower than that in not Scramble, Engaging Cave.
Okay.
Gets through. So Sitake is on to 8. Where the floor boss will be Electro Spectre.
Mm-hmm.
Well fought
Yeah.
by Sitake.
Get some money, go do some shopping.
He could buy the house now if he wanted, just to, just to see if it goes to 9. And we've got the Tetranet music. Blast from, what was that, the late 90s?
I never played, I don't know.
I remember it was like the thing that everyone in high school did when like teachers weren't looking in the computer lab. Was that they'd play Tetranet with each other.
I knew how to get around like the block on AOL Instant Messenger, so I would just be like chatting to my friends on AIM when I was using the computers at school.
Sitake finding Skip's back
Hmm.
and doing a little frustration wiggle that he didn't find them earlier. At least that's what I think that was.
I think the wiggle was to waiting for the little dude to get out of the way.
Oh, maybe.
But that's definitely a lower skip. I mean, on floor 8, you're not skipping to 9 anyway, so...
Yeah, all skips here are backwards, so I'm not sure what he's looking for.
Yeah.
Every skip is at least 2 floors minimum. You never have a 1-floor skip, so...
Yeah.
Once you hit 8, they are all backwards.
You're committed when you're on 8.
Rain Pendant, not actually super useful.
Yeah.
It provides some freeze protection from Gygus, but the flash is really more important
Yeah,
in this
for sure.
Reno.
Swollen rock. Oh, I don't know why, but that's so gross. Like, why does that just seem so gross? Ooh! Bombs
Ooh, we
and
got a super bomb
rockets.
shop.
Let's go, let's sell
This
stuff. Let's
Yes,
drop
Sake
and
is-
sell.
making room for these explosives.
Mhm.
This will be damage for maybe even Electrospectre and Gygus both.
Absolutely. If we have enough money. He has about,
And
what, 8K?
He does have
85?
quite a bit of money.
Mhm.
Bombs are pretty
400?
cost efficient.
I've got a swollen rock. No.
I mean, he is dropping these enemies instead of selling them. Like, these chickens are a couple $100 a pop.
Yeah.
So he must figure he's got enough cash.
Yeah. Okay, now he's selling stuff. Okay, the pixie.
Pixie's bracelet, that's a good chunk of change.
Okay.
And the ring pendant.
Okay.
Coin of silence.
We're
Decent
getting
amount of
ready
money.
to do some hoarding. A piggy nose? Where did the piggy nose come from?
I'm not sure.
Oink, oink.
Not something you really use.
Right, because the Deep Darkness isn't even in this rando.
Yeah, like, and even if
It must have been a
like,
drop.
you know where the spots are if you play this game like as much as these people do.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, BBR is also very cost effective. I think those are pretty good for Spectre.
What a funny little drop. Yeah, now we're just filling up the old inventory.
See how many he buys. I would not blame him for spending every last
I bet
dollar
he does.
has.
I mean, what else do you need money on? I mean, a couple of things, but at this point, you know.
I mean, you could, like, theoretically buy an Earth Pendant or something.
Mm-hmm. Maybe have to use the hospital.
Yeah.
Maybe leave a couple of slots on each one for, like, items, like pendants and things like that.
Is exploring Belch Base, which we know is not the way forward, so
Yeah.
that's kind of unfortunate for her.
Yeah, she's a bit stuck on floor 7 here. Like I said, she did go through the correct door that is progression, but she backed out.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that she's choosing to search Belch Base instead. It's kind of a gross room.
Chrome sickness. Back to the homesickness jokes.
Oh my god.
What, you don't like a good pun?
I do, but I feel I feel responsible
For what?
at this point.
Responsible for having fun? I'm responsible for... Oh, Brooke, please go back. Brooke, go out. No. Brooke,
Maybe
no.
she forgot that was a room that could be explored further. The
Right.
big green door. That does happen with these large hubs sometimes.
Well,
You
yeah,
back
and
out of the
also-
door and then you forget to go back.
Also, playing, like, 2 seeds back to back, you're gonna have some seed bleed.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sitake getting beaten up by this crazy Daisy.
Yeah. Petunia out for blood. Gets away.
Does run away.
Yeah.
Pooh is dead though.
Yeah. R.I.P. Them eyeballs came out of nowhere. No one saw those eyeballs come in. They laser focused on Sitake there. Ooh,
Hype room.
room.
Another rabbit's foot.
Ooh.
King Banana, a large pizza, a Hall of Fame at... This is kind of garbage for floor 9. Alright, wait,
Yeah.
on floor 8, that's why. Getting a little ahead of myself. But again, still not what you want to see. A lot of skip items that are completely worthless. The Flame Pendant is kind of okay for Fire Spring enemies.
Maybe Brooke is gonna find a skip to 9, like on her travels. That's what we can hope for, right? Because
Yeah,
right,
that would definitely
yeah.
get her back in this race for sure.
Hope she does. Now we just gotta find progression through 3. Which, with all the enemies, it's just lag city.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Finding the
full heal.
sanctuary, so that is a
Okay.
restore.
That's good.
Also, some good sprites that are falling into Rainy Circle today.
A magic hit bat.
Alright, solid bat
Yeah.
for Brooke.
I really hope this ends up in a skip for her. Oh, no, it wasn't just a... It was just a dead end.
You hate to see it.
Now here's the thing, is she gonna remember, like, well, there's still that door down there. Did she check that door?
I don't remember. I guess not.
She did.
She's going back through it.
Okay. It's one of the Golden Girls. She has a part-time job as a receptionist at the hospital.
I mean, that's a pretty reasonable job for
Yeah,
a retiree looking to still participate in their community.
for an older lady. She found the beginning
Brooke
of floor
finding
7.
the
No.
back end of 6.
Oh. Maybe there's a skip
That is
right off
disheartening.
of here. I'm just like crossing my fingers for a skip. Oh,
It's Belch.
wait a second. Could be denied.
We have a fly honey, I'm pretty sure.
We
unless that was
do,
last
yeah,
seed.
she does.
Yep, there's the honey.
Okay,
That's right.
alright.
The unambitious chunks.
Ooh.
The chunks go down. Let's see where this goes.
Let's go down. Alright, different? This isn't the mines that we were in previously.
Yeah, this is music I have not heard yet before.
Mr.
Saturn coin. Not sure what that indicates. Gonna sleep in the hotel, get some HP.
Yeah, to be able to heal.
I mean, don't blame me, Leslie. Blame the randomizer who came up with that name. Alright, that
Not-
pogo
you know
pump
what?
is scripted.
Not
That's
all chunks
indicating a
have to
floor
be
run.
ambitious, alright? Oh,
Oh,
Flowey.
Flowey has to pee today. Here's the backstage pass. Skip. I don't think we have the backstage pass. That was last seed. Alright, it was also in the hype room. That's where I remember seeing it.
Yeah,
Pizza skip. Just checking all the skips.
I mean...
Wants to figure out where this one is first. Maybe no. Going back through it.
Mm,
Happy.
we haven't seen Happy Happy yet.
Kraken soup in
Kraken
the shop isn't bad. Doesn't pick up any.
Wait! No, she's on 8. Sitake is just
Oh.
there.
Yeah. We've caught up. Brooke does not have the bombs, but
No, she does not have the arsenal. But
yeah,
we are on 8.
we are caught up.
And she
do
didn't
not
have
have
to
to
fight
fight
Starman.
Starman.
Yeah, I'm so glad that lend her way to getting onto floor 8. It's not 9, but at least it's not lower.
Sitake does have the advantage in having bombs stockpiled, but this is a race again.
Running away from the milk.
I mean, maybe Flowey was looking for some fertilizer.
Brooke going up against the Bloppies again. Round 2.
And Pooh goes down to the Bloppies are still being mean. Yeah, fire works against them. Also, I just noticed that Brooke has PSI moss with her Delta Rune sprites.
What does that mean?
Chris eats moss in part of Delta Rune. That's not spoilers because it happens in chapter 1.
Not eating moss? Hey, Airfram.
Yeah, they go to jail and then Chris starts eating moss.
Oh, okay.
To survive,
Sure.
even though they've been in jail for 3 minutes.
Okay.
Hello.
What's up, dude?
Hey, Ari, welcome.
Oh, life in the way. Just excited to drop in here.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. We have a pretty close race right now at the moment. They've both made it to 8 in their own way.
Ooh. Do we know the bosses?
We do.
It is going to be Electrospectre, and Sitake's found the end of the floor, actually. He's on his way to fight it now.
Oh, I'm disappointed. No Carbon Dog on the final?
No, we did a
No,
prediction, but no doggo.
The boss list is pretty gross, though. There was a Nightmare,
Yeah.
there's Starman Deluxe, there's Electrospectre.
Starman Jr.,
All right, that's
Plague Rat.
that is acceptable at my standards.
Yeah, Nightmare was on 4, which is actually the earliest I've ever seen it.
I think we had another seed this tournament that had Nightmare super early. It might have been 4 as well.
I think it was on 5, which is where I'd previously seen it.
Yeah.
The earliest I've seen it. It could have been on 6 as well.
Sitake using his arsenal here.
Yep.
I've seen
Now,
Nightmare
isn't
in 1, which is the ultimate fun.
Gross.
Nightmare on 1?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen that's wild. I didn't know they could be that early.
Well, then this is a long span of history, and I
Alright.
see Chaz in there, so Chaz can tell me if I am a liar.
So Electrospectre goes down to explosives. Sitake is on to 9. And we're getting right in the sewers.
Getting a leg bat.
Sprite spawning in the wall, no biggie. And we have Delam. Delam's a
man.
skip room, so you seeing this, you gotta wonder if your opponent found the carrot key.
Yeah, I did see Brooke come out the other, like on the other side of the rabbits, but we don't have the carrot key. So that would have gone to old 9.
Brooke has found the Earth Pendant shop. She's selling things off to buy one. So if there's a pendant shortage, that could be an advantage for her.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, this is some funky music.
I know, it's really loud. I just turned it down a little bit. Tell me if I turned it down too much. Like, it's a good song, but it was like blaring in my ears.
Oh, we have a Showtime room coming in from the right side, so we can avoid it for now.
Yeah, might be progression though.
Might be, but you don't want to risk doubling back through it
Right.
if you can avoid it.
Yeah. The worst is when you you see that it's Showtime, and then you go through Showtime, and then you go out the other side of the door, and then there's enemies, and then instinctively you go back through the door, and then you have to sit through Showtime again.
Yeah, that or reset.
And the Giga says on the proper path there.
Yeah.
Right, we're back in the desert.
Curious if he'll check the arms dealer since he already has an arsenal.
Right.
I'm just curious to see what it
Replenish
has.
a little.
He does check. BBRs.
Oh, we don't have any money.
I didn't see if there were bombs. He was too fast, but I did see the BBRs.
There is, yeah. There's BBRs and super bombs up for both.
Nice.
He sold, but he didn't buy.
That does mean that if Brooke catches up, she'll have another opportunity to buy some super bombs for Gaius.
Yeah. Desert zombies. Ooh, star
They
pendant.
dried up
Ooh.
with star pendant.
Yeah.
Sitake does want to find a second pendant because Paula is Prey Kid and we do not have Franklin badge.
It was worth it to make that little trip up there for that star pendant.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Brooke taking a wipe.
Yeah.
Respawns back at the Belch
Okay.
fight, which is interesting. I didn't know that was a respawn point.
Wait, Ralsei dead? Is it just a scarf? Is it just their outfit? Their clothes? Hey, 69.
Yeah, that is his death sprite in in Deltarune.
That's funny. Nothing but dead ends.
Yeah, I'm not sure Brooke was expecting to respawn where she did, and now is kind of maybe
Mhm.
lost.
Yeah.
Ugh, back in the Belch space.
Maybe she remembers where... I don't know.
Which means she's on 7 again.
Yeah.
Right? Because this is... Yeah, this is gonna be tough to come back from if she can't find the way back to 8.
Can't find money, can't find a heal. Just in the trenches.
A diadem for Sitake. That
Nice.
provides some PSI resistance. If he gets a Earth Pendant, that will combine to be complete PSI protection.
And here's the thing. Brooke getting to floor 8 was so far. Like, it felt really far away. Maybe
Okay,
it
Brooke
wasn't.
has found Face.
Yeah.
So she has her kids back now, at least. Yeah, she gone all the way back to Winette.
Oh.
And Sitake
Oh.
has found Gaius.
Uh-oh.
So this could be it.
AAB.
AAB.
Ah.
That's Ab.
Gabba. You are the dancing queen. Sitake. Gonna win AC.
With that.
Does he just have the one pendant still?
One pendant's all you need.
It is all you need. It could
Ah!
go south though. If Gaius is lightning
you
happy
gotta play
in phase
risky.
3.
Fast and loose. They're playing.
Yeah, I can't
this
blame
is
him
playing.
for
playing for
taking,
keeps.
Can't blame him for taking the shot on it almost an hour deep into the seed.
Wait, Brooke is
But,
going to buy the house.
This is not. I just want to say this is not decided yet.
Ooh, buying the house. That could be a side win right there.
Oh.
That could be a side win. Oh,
I think-
Whale?
I think we've been in this room already.
Oh yeah. Oh man. But I don't
Yeah,
think.
no. We got UFOs. This is not it.
Yeah.
This ain't it, Chief.
And who knows? Gaius was a dog all along.
Wow.
Just Silent Hill 2 dog ending. But it's Earthbound.
Resident Evil dogs. Oh god. Alright, looks like Pokey's a little paralysis resistant here.
Pokey's protecting the dog. I mean, who could blame him?
Woof, 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 woof.
Okay, still has
Super
a pretty deep supply of bombs.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh, disappeared.
And more importantly, the Karen is getting hit with the bombs and not the dog.
Right. Sitake thankfully getting through the phase 1 because his shield dropped on that
It
last round of
did.
combat.
This one's
This
locked.
one is locked.
This one is locked. Locked in.
Locked out.
Stop it. What's Brooke doing?
Standing still.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay.
Maybe
Just
taking
needed
a little
moment.
breather. Yeah.
Had to collect herself.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's trying to figure out, trying to remember where to go from here.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you don't see that fly honey skip too often, so it probably kind of threw her for a loop that she respawned there.
Mhm. Meanwhile, Sitake. Pray in the prayer phase.
We're on the pray phase.
Yeah.
Help! Help us! I want to stay.
There's a dog! He's attacking us!
So, what we have to look out for now is lightning attacks.
Yeah. Lucky.
Energy attacks. Provide the energy. Redirect it someplace else.
Brain
Yeah.
shock will provide some protection. Flash taking out Jeff doesn't matter.
Drowsy's hand attack.
Mm-mm-mm.
And I saw dinosaurs, and I did not see the rest of that. Now I'm thinking.
Dinosaurs?
T-Rexes.
What are you talking about?
One of the random text that comes up.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah, the guy gets text said dinosaurs, and then I
Oh.
could not read the rest.
Huge.
Okay, not healing Pooh. And Pooh does not have that much protection.
Mm-mm. And Pooh could
So-
life up.
Yeah, kind of a risk letting Pooh go down on HP like this.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he figures he just gotta go fast.
Yeah.
Because Sitake has no idea that Brooke is lost. And we're an hour deep into a race between two very skilled runners. It's 2 more prayers. Okay, 1 more, unless some disaster happens.
Or what if it happens is on you.
I mean, it would have to be like a freeze solidify and then a double thunder. Like, it'd be ridiculous.
And a flash
No, we gotta
break the game.
GG! Yeah.
GG!
Sitake, you are the AC queen!
Sitake has defended the title.
GG!
GG Sitake.
Let's go!
Battling up
Sitake-
from the second chance bracket.
And Brooke is DNFing. Can't blame her at this point.
I mean, with that face right there, I mean, that's all positive.
Great job, Sitake said. Send me to the lower bracket. I don't think so. He activated, came in, won 2 in a row to take the crown once again. What a fun tournament.
Yeah, great performance by Sitake in both a very challenging flag set and also just a vanilla flag set. Truly the polar opposites of Ancient Cave and performing in both.
You never know what's going to happen in the caves.
Mm-hmm.
Sure don't.
But well played by Brooke as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Just didn't find the path forward, as it happens sometimes.
Indeed, it does. So what's
thanks,
next,
everyone? This is gonna wrap up the Earthbound tournament season. I don't think we have anything until Boogie in the fall. Yeah, we got a whole summer ahead of us.
Well, stay tuned for a potential tournament that may be coming out. Details are in the works. I'm not going to announce anything here.
Any teasers?
But there have been chats. No teasers. Chats have been going on, and I do not want to put any pressure on anybody. But if it works out, there will be another tournament before the next tournament coming up. Nice community-driven one.
Excited for that, to hear more about that.
Very cool.
The one we can say for sure though, Boogie Percent will be coming in as soon as fall season starts up, around September, I think it usually is.
Yeah.
It's whenever I get the paperwork wrapped up.
That's typically around when we start, at least for qualifiers.
Yeah. About September, Temple and I start talking, and then we get all the other TOs involved and getting all that together.
And then
we'll be sticking with the CIS version, I think.
Cool. Well, yeah, this was a great tournament. Thanks everyone who participated, restreamed, did commentary, everyone who raised.
Or even just hung out and watched and cheered our runners on.
Yeah.
Spent
your channel points.
Yes. Slug, thank you for taking up head TO with me here.
Of course.
As I've been highly unavailable in the forefront, but behind the scenes. Pebble, thank you for taking it up. There's a couple of other TOs that have been listed in the document. Crimson, Derek. Derek has been fantastic this entire time.
Always.
I am not looking at the document right now, so I am going to miss a couple of folks. Temple is always been available as an advisor. Cool guy advisor, not big dog. Cool guy advisor.
He's big dog to me. And thanks to Chaz.
I found it. Chaz has always been available. And actually, no, I got everyone in the document between Derek, Pebble, Chaz, Temple, Slug, and myself, who somehow slinks his way into stuff. I just make the bot, when it works, do evil things.
And the bot's not working. But join our Discord. That's where you can find out where, like, all the randos, all the information, vanilla, all the speed runs. It's a great community. Definitely hop in there. Play Earthbound. It's amazing and awesome, and has brought me so much joy within my life, and I am so thankful. It just had its 30th anniversary, which is crazy that I've been playing it for 30 years. So,
we're old.
I am old. Turning into dust over here. But I think we got everyone. Congratulations again to Sitake and also Brooke for an amazing run throughout the tournament. It's always fun to watch everyone play, so I don't know. Any final words?
I see you trying to summon the Discord link. Let me drop that.
I tried. Thank you.
It's not working. I think that's it. Looking for a raid target. The Mine 2001 is wrapping up a glitchless run.
Okay, cool. We can raid them. I'm glad you jumped in, Ari.
Yeah.
Yeah. My availability has been restricted, but I jump in where I can.
Yeah, it's kind of neat how it worked out to be TO comms at the end here.
Oh, they're like literally on Gygas. I don't think we should rate them.
I mean, it's a big PB.
Oh,
If
is
there's
it?
anybody else, let's do it.
Okay, cool.
There's literally no one else, unless someone else says
Well, then let's get
Go ahead.
to
I'm aware
it.
of.
Let's get to it. Thanks, everyone. Y'all are the best. Love you.
Yep. See you next tournament, whenever that is.